I got my hair. Steelers Nation Australia. Headband. We'll get you some like high socks. We'll get you some like these shorts.
Hey,
shorts.
You're standing up.
Easy. Yeah.
It's like balls of fairy.
So when JJ52 says, will Ray Gun make the 53? No, she's cut.
If you're not going to take Ray Gun, I know a place in Western Pennsylvania where she'll fit right in. Right at the cookie table at a wedding.
She could be my second string long
Call her
snap.
Dr. Boogie or the Dr. Get Down and tell her she has a PhD in Get Down. Like, play the music,
You know what? If she'd had some bling, and looked like LL Cool J and Mama Gonna Knock You Out, she might have won.
Alrighty, still on Nation Show. Alrighty, Steelers Dynasty podcast. What is happening, Shane and Bubba? You guys look like you're out living in fucking Antarctica or something like that. Must be cold your way.
It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit cold. As I was shoveling in my Crocs, my shoes are soaked. I almost slipped 7 times helping my mom out, my dad. And that's why I hurry up and got here, because I'm like, Mom, I got to go do a Steeler podcast. And she's like, okay, Jay, thanks for everything. Bye. My mom's like 4'10". She's a real small Italian lady. So I'm here, man. I'm excited. And I'm unthawing the snow as we speak.
How cold is it out LA? How cold is it?
It's about 12 degrees, I think. And I got to go back out.
Yeah,
I've been
Shane was
shoveling
telling
snow.
me it's like
12.
Yeah, 12. But you know
It's
what?
actually warm. It's warmer than it's been.
Right.
This is
Yes.
like 10 degrees.
But my parents live on top of a hill and the wind's blowing.
Wind blows. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they live on Skyline Drive. It's chilly up there.
But it feels like you got something accomplished when you shovel snow.
Oh, yeah.
And I think today we got something accomplished. So when you shovel snow and you watch a Steelers press conference, it's intertwined.
I have a question. So the reason why you shovel snow is just to get your car to the driveway?
Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
Well,
You couldn't even open the car doors. It was up to the mirror.
yeah, it was.
So if you don't, why can't you just let it sit there? I guess the car gets all.
Well,
No, it doesn't melt. It's going to be so cold for the next 3 weeks. It's not going to melt. It's just going to sit there
and
stare at you.
And my wife actually took a lighter, took a snowball, and tried to melt it, and it didn't melt. So I don't know what the snow's made of. I have no idea.
Well, you can throw a pot of boiling water out, and it just turns to snowflakes.
Okay, so and besides that, do you have to shovel anything else, or just a driveway?
Walkways, so people can get like from their porch. I just did my porch. You know,
anything paved, you shovel
around the mailbox, because that's a nice thing to do. As I did yesterday, I made a service announcement. You should shovel out your mailbox so your mail guy can actually get in there. You know what I mean? Because if, say you got a Steelers Amazon package, well, you don't want him trudging through the snow. You want him to put it in the mailbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, not where I'm from. If it snowed where I'm at, I'd be very worried. I'd be super worried.
Why? Why would you be worried? Is it that bad?
I'm near. The coldest it gets is like 50 Fahrenheit.
That's not cold. I'm still in shorts. I'm out there shoveling snow in shorts, man. I'm your typical Yenzer with a Steeler toboggan, a hoodie, and pair of shorts out there shoveling.
Right now for me, from weather-wise, it is 74. So the coldest will get probably like 50 or something. It would never snow here because we're on the beach.
Hey, Shane, it's just 74 over there in Australia. Getting some tan lotion, see girls in bikinis.
Sun's out.
Sun's out. I don't even know what the sun is. Oh, well.
Sun's out, guns out, right?
Yeah. We don't get too cold over here.
You don't get impatient. You don't fucking freeze your ass off. Don't get angry. You are your typical. There's nothing phases you.
Yeah,
some things do, but over the last 3 days, oh my god, the shift, the tectonic shift of the Steelers fan base nation has gone from like we fucking hate him to now we love him. He's our guy because he's a Pittsburgh guy.
It was that emotional look. He even choked me up. Like we all watched it. It was
yeah,
emotional.
I watched it. It was
and you woke up like way before people the next day at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch it.
Well, I watched it at 6:30. I got half. I woke up at 6:30. I was already done by then. I replayed it for half an hour. Then I jumped on your guys' podcast, and congrats to you guys. You guys had half of Pittsburgh in your podcast today.
It's getting bigger. But also too, you're not a Steeler fan because you have no fucking idea. But you get up at 6:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning to watch a press conference of a new coach. So
yeah, it's crazy. I did a few shorts this week talking about Mike McCarthy thing, and you can always see the person who writes a comment. It's their very first comment. They're like, "You don't know what you're talking about from Australia. You don't know what you're talking about. You follow this." And it's like, oh, they just never give it up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about Mike McCarthy. And yeah, fellas, I've been pretty good with it the whole time because I think it's starting to make sense that this team needs to go toward offensive direction. And that's what they're going to do. Other big news, though, is Carl Dunbar, Steelers D lineman. He's on the out. He's out to find a new job. He has been there 8 years, so thank you to Carl Dunbar.
Thank you, but honestly, is it better to look? Nothing against him, great service, but the defensive line for the Steelers have been getting rough shot and getting ran on for the last 3 or 4 years. So I thank him for being a Steelers coach because I don't think I could do it, and he did with what he had. But the last 3 years, our defensive line has been just hit or miss, and I don't want to be missing no more.
Yeah, but it's getting better. It's getting better with the guys they've got. I just think it was him going for 8 years is crazy, but it just shows you the Steelers are about change and they're doing stuff different. Even though that different is bringing in Mike McCarthy, 62 years of age, it's going to be different, right? He's bringing it's almost new staff. He did talk about too. You can't get rid of everyone. Like you don't want to get rid of every single coach because there are no coaches left.
No.
So he'll pick and choose his kind of people. I think where he goes.
Wow, Shane, that's a hell of a background, Shane. You're like right there.
I'm feeling festive. I'm feeling like I should be an actor. Sure.
I just want to go through
Heinz Field, Shane. Heinz Field.
I just want to go through this the state and I don't know.
I'm excited just like you're excited, but now
wait.
I'm on your train.
Okay, you're on my train, but you're a little bit late.
But let me say this though. I didn't when he got to be the coach, I just didn't like the hiring process because I thought it was rushed. And that's what I was trying to tell you because I know you did a show. I heard it. I thought I was going to get fired. I let it play, and I didn't even give a rat's ass. But anyway, I just think that they could have looked in more. Now, I didn't know much about this this virtual interview stuff that they do now, and I didn't like that because you like to see face-to-face. I know we do this stuff, podcasting is a little different, but I would like to see somebody face-to-face because then you could see. That's all.
Yeah. So when it first happened, I guess most of Pittsburgh fans out there were like, "What the F?" Right?
It was
why?
bad.
Why get McCarthy? Right.
You were the only one. You and Matt Like, the comedian, and Daryl Grandy, the radio guy from Pittsburgh, was 3. That was it. Everybody else, I'm telling you, you were on the pro. You were from the start.
I was middle though. I didn't say I was super fan of it. I just didn't understand how someone can get a job and not even walk in the door with a coffee in hand yet to be grilled like that. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Give him a year to be grilled. If he sucks, fine. We can all go after him after a year. They chase Matt Canada out, right? They chase anyone out. So I'm just saying, I thought the reception was what I thought happened was we got all to our feelings about this Schuler name, and it's no guarantees. Has he got a job yet? No. Right?
His
there's no guarantees.
Is not that good. His defense is not that good.
Saying there's no guarantees. All we know, and I don't know if you guys can you tell me anything beside his name attached to his granddad?
That's it. Just because he was with the Rams. That's all.
Saying. So Shane, there's more than I think.
You know anything about him, Shane?
Oh, Shula?
Yeah.
Now, other than I still don't think he's a terrible coach. I think he has a lot of energy. I think he brings a lot to the table. I think something must have happened. I agree with what your take is that he shit the bed during the interview because, Adam Schiffner, a bunch of different folks at ESPN, CBS were 3 guys, not a bunch, 3. We're saying he's the guy. He's in Pittsburgh. Close the deal. And something must have happened. He must have left a big old ripped old stinker.
He must have said something that during the interview that just must have been bad, and he couldn't take it back. I don't know.
Must have wore a MAGA hat to the Rooney's.
Maybe he did. I don't know.
Shit.
But that's why I found everything so funny, because to me, you probably couldn't say what you think that McCarthy does better than what Shula does, because I don't think we overly know, besides looking at maybe its stats, right? Maybe
I think they're
DP
opposite. One's an offensive-minded coach. One's worked more with defense, but Shula really hasn't had that long of a hasn't coached as nearly as long as McCarthy has. McCarthy's been around.
Yeah. Did anyone know about Chris Shula before they interviewed him?
Yeah, I did, because of the coordinator position. But I don't like to look at other teams. I'm only concerned about the one franchise that we're talking about, unless it has something to do where they're bringing somebody in from another team. But the Rams were very, very close, but they shit the bed. And that was another deterrent for me, Mark, when that offense let Sam Darnold almost throw for 400 yards. Do I want this guy being our head coach on his last thing? I don't want. I'll
tell you what, I hope he wins it, because the Pats will lose, but Sam Darnold would be the biggest. That'd be crazy. It'd be a comeback story, because everyone shit on him too. They're all saying he was saying goes. Black Magic says, are there black people in Australia?
There's
No.
3. There's 3 of them.
No,
there's 4.
There's a few. There's a few around.
There's a few.
We're multicultural over here in Australia. With all kinds of different colors over here.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's why I just didn't. I think people's perceptions of what they thought was going to happen for a new change was going to be the young coordinator, DCOC, but that might come in time, fellas. That might come after 5 years or whatever it may be, right? And the minute they go and draw coach, and maybe this could be, because they only interviewed 3 people. This could be a hometown hire, 110%. This could all go backfire. This could all fuck up. I'm not saying it can't fuck up. Well, I'm trying to be as neutral as I can. But if you're going to give Chris Shula a chance, I think you need to give Mike McCarthy a chance. That's what I was trying to point out.
True. And the thing is, though, this hometown, you're hearing stuff from when he did that press conference today. Like, he could take any Steeler shirt or any Steeler hat he has in his closet and actually wear it now, because he could never wear it before.
Where's Greenfield? Where how far is that?
So if you look at if the 3 rivers are this, okay, it's like right here.
It's on the point.
No. So you have it's down towards the Monongahela, just north of the Monongahela.
So he's near the city.
Yeah. So as the Monongahela goes up into Pittsburgh, it's just right there. So it's like it's a little town inside of Pittsburgh.
Okay, so
it's in the city. It's around,
and that's
city,
what I also found funny too. To not to pick on all Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but you'd think that the Yinzers would be like, he's one of us, and maybe the press conference might have turned some people around. But at the same time, the very start it was like, "Fuck no, I don't get no McCarthy. Fuck that guy."
I think the Steeler fans were upset because they wanted somebody younger, and it went against the prototype of the last 3 coaches that was young and defensive minded. That
here it is.
Probably
I'll show you where it's at.
That is probably why people were upset, because it wasn't a typical get a young defensive minded coach to have him in there for 15 years or 20 or whatever. It's went against the grain. This is went against the grain.
He's not coming up, Shane. I can't see it. 1v1 me versus Kangaroo. Kangaroo wins. Are you joking?
Yeah, Kangaroo's strong. Black Magic.
You ever seen Magic? We toss people if they start asking about kangaroo shit.
Kangaroos are like, if you get a big red kangaroo, the male ones in the outback, they'll kill you. They'll rip your guts out. They
Wait
got
a
big
minute.
claws.
What does that say, Afton?
Where?
Wait a minute.
He didn't make it. Yeah, he didn't.
How the fuck didn't he make it?
I didn't get enough votes. I think it was like 40%.
What do you mean he didn't get enough votes? Shador Sanders fucking. Wait a minute. Hold on here. This is fucking Bizarro's world, man.
Yeah, I just saw that then.
This is Bizarro's world. Sanders, who I fucking shit on, and I don't want him and never wanted him as a Steeler, and he beats us, gets a Pro Bowl. He's in a Pro Bowl now because people got hurt. And Bill Belichick does not get into the Hall of Fame on a first-time ballot. There's something wrong, man. Like
the Sanders thing is the pro football thing, or whatever it's called. It's what do they call it? A Pro Bowl. It's
Yeah.
it's out of whack.
It's cornhole and boomerang tossing now. That's what they do.
Yeah, it's
But-
terrible.
But not dude. That's messed up, man. He is not. Wow,
Yeah.
I did not know that. How does he fall short? Like, I don't even like him, and I'd vote for him. Like, I hate his guts.
Just the way the NFL is now. That's right. Yeah.
Wow,
Is it
that's
probably because of his hot girlfriend?
Yeah, I think so
that's
too.
got nothing to do with it, though. She wasn't even around in the NFL.
I'm not voting for him. Like, man,
You look, if the three of
He's
us
already-
the three of us were on that panel, you know what I mean? I would have to vote him in based on what happened when he took over the New England Patriots.
But I think Shane's right, because if there's like all these voters and they're like, oh, but he's got a hot girlfriend now, that's like, 40 years younger.
If his girlfriend was age appropriate, they would call her his lady friend.
Mhm.
That's not. That's ridiculous. If they're voting because of that, they're
I'm just saying.
they're just jealous because he's getting some loving, and these people aren't getting anything. So they vote like, I'm not voting him in the Football Hall of Fame.
Probably.
He probably props
Yeah.
that thing up with.
And I can't believe I'm actually supporting this.
Yeah, what are you
Getting
defending
in.
him for?
I
Bubba?
know, but
But defending him.
I know, and I hate his guts.
Jesus.
So Tomlin will be a first-time Hall of Famer over fucking Bill Belichick.
100%. Well, he's not actually technically left yet.
Well, it's going to be 7 years now.
So
He
you
must
have
be
to.
Toddy said he cheated playing strip poker with some of the voters.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yuck. Imagine him playing strip poker. That'd be gross.
No, it'd be great.
Mm.
Greatly odd.
All right, let's get back on track. Let's get
I'm
back on
sorry.
track. Back on track.
I'm
Back on
sorry.
track. No, who gives a fuck about Belichick?
I know.
Because anyway,
But that means the Steelers, coaches and players, we're like the Rodney Dangerfield in the end. We don't get no fucking respect at all.
all right. So fellas, I want to hear like one takeaway what you got from and there's one thing I've got from the press conference I thought was really good. One takeaway from the press conference and what you thought about Mike McCarthy. Now the new era started today. It's fucking now. It's the new era. Mike McCarthy, if he's here for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's a new era. Shane, what is one takeaway, good or bad, from this press conference?
Well, I'll tell you what. His Pittsburgh accent is spot on. If that's a work, that's the best Pittsburgh accent I ever heard. That's better than Pittsburgh dads. So, yeah, that's my big take.
So accent.
No, he's a
accent
real
wise.
Yinzer. He's a real guy. He's a real guy from Pittsburgh. I mean, I really didn't realize that it was this big of a deal for him. So, you know, it pulled at the heartstrings. So,
Yeah, oath. Bob, what about you?
Well, when he first got there and he couldn't even form a sentence and he was so emotionally like overwhelmed, that's what got me right there because of the anecdotes and adulation of what was going on. He's been one of the coaches in 3 most successful franchises in football of all time. He is now home. He will always be now remembered as a Steelers hometown coach. Now he has to grab the ring, and he talked about that. He talked about championships and Super Bowls and having to parade down at whatever location he gave, 144 Greenfield Street or whatever. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know that was. But the one thing that I liked when Omar Khan, okay, he always was talking like this. Like he wasn't talking to the people. And I know him and Khan have a past, and he let Khan go first because after he's like, if you're going to say something stupid, I'm going to come back with something, which I thought was pretty cool. So that, I don't know if they have that kind of good rapport. I know just because they dealt before, that doesn't mean their rapport is all that, whatever. I just felt that Omar Khan was kind of like, he wasn't overly beaming and he wasn't like overly, putting it out there about how the hire it was. He wasn't like rah Joe cheerleader like I thought he would be, but he wasn't. But to make it short, I like what he had to say. An emotional speech is an emotional speech, and I don't think he's going to put up with anybody's bullshit. And he did say stuff about Aaron Rodgers, and he did say stuff about Will Howard, and we are going to see, and I'm going to be calling the offensive plays. So this has never happened before. So we're in a totally new, different era of Pittsburgh Steelers football.
Oh, it's brand new, and I think this is what Pittsburgh Steelers fans wanted. That's why I went the direction I went, because Steelers fans wanted Mike Tomlin. They wanted something new. They get something new, and they go, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So I thought that was fucking piss weak. But my biggest takeaway, to be honest, was he said that Pittsburgh is his world. You've now hired a coach who's been successful in Green Bay, in Cowboys, and no matter what, if you didn't like the way he ended there or whatever it may be, you've now hired a veteran, successful head coach that he is now working and coaching for his fucking team. Barbara and Shano, that means a damn lot. Not just to be coaching a team of like he's working for the NFL, but you're coaching for where you fucking grew up. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
huge.
Bubba, did you ever play events, or did you ever do wrestling events in your hometown or whatever, mate? You know what I mean? Big stuff like that.
I did.
That's a different feel about it.
Yeah, I did. I made the front page of my local newspaper numerous times, walking down the street and everybody coming up to you. When I worked at the bar, everybody came up to me, and they still come up to me. Bubba, you wrestling? No, I'm promoting. I mean, yeah, so it is, I tell everybody I'm the second most famous guy in Indiana County besides Jimmy Stewart. It's Jimmy Stewart, the actor.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And then there's me.
This stuff, I think, is now the emotional side can only get you so far. You got to build a roster, you got to build team, you got to get the coaches with you and stuff like that. But from the get-go, to know you've got a guy in there that is Pittsburgh driven, Pittsburgh around the corner in Greenfield, grew up there. His dad was from there. His dad was a firefighter. He owned a bar. He worked down there. He worked in Pitt. He's now been a Steelers fan all his life, even though he's been coaching other teams. That's why I was so surprised at the backlash he received. But the internet is the internet, and the yinzers can be yinzers. So at least they give him a chance. And this all fails. It's going to fail, and we'll talk about it. It'll fail in 2 years ago. Holy crap, we should have never done that. But I think my viewpoint of why the Roonies did it this way, they went his direction because he's won. He's won games. Can they bring back Rodgers maybe one more year, develop a quarterback, and that's what he does. He develops OCs. He's a good OC. He has a good offensive top five in some of the years he's been playing. Most points scored, all that kind of shit. And then can he get his staff around him to bring in a successful DC? Because we all knew Terrell Lawson was on that. See you later.
Oh, he sucked. Right? Bye. See you later.
Gone. He can't even get another job. So I just think that from that perspective, as a hometown guy, but yes, there'll be a lot of pressure on him to succeed, but you just know he's going to work extra hard at that position. You know what I'm saying?
Like I think there's more pressure on Mike McCarthy than any Steeler head coach that was before him.
Well, yeah, 100%, because you got to follow up to Noel, going back years and years, Cowler, Mike Tomlin, and he gave them a big shout out as well. But this is something that is different direction. And now, fellas, as we do podcasts and stuff like that, we're just waiting to see what staff he gets built around him. But he also said he's going to do the offense and calling plays, which is head coach, and that's his responsibility. So but he's always done that, I think.
Yeah, I think he has. Shane, didn't he always call the plays, Shane?
You muted, Shane.
Yeah, he did. He's for what I've read, he has now. I was just, I think, I don't know if we're going to bring it up today or maybe tomorrow on the show, but there's an article out there where it gives the grades for the hires that these NFL programs have made, and the Steelers, I was surprised, got an A-. So that was before all the hoopla and all the Steelers fans, ranting and raving and having a fit. But he has called his plays for a majority of his career. And another thing he's done, and I was trying to just verify because my mind is telling me it's happened, but that doesn't make it truth. So chat, correct me if I'm wrong. He was part of the program at Green Bay when Aaron was sitting and waiting behind, one number 4, Brett Favre. So having that type of experience on, bringing someone up that is talented might bode well for a young Will Howard. I don't know. We'll see if Aaron comes back.
Was he still at Green Bay when they drafted Jordan Love?
Yeah, I think he was. No, it might have been right after him. Right, it might be right as last year. I'll have to look that up.
Sure.
Chat, do you guys know?
I'm not sure.
I have no idea. But with Will Howard, though, right? He did say that he liked him. He was very keen, all that kind of stuff. But we also heard another snippet, too, of what they're going to do and running his West Coast offense. That was the idea, like short passes, this kind of stuff. And we know we all need him to go and get receiver 2 and 3. Fuck it. Go and get a veteran. Go and get a good guy. Go and get 2 receivers in the draft.
Wait,
right?
what'd you say? What'd you say?
Receiver number 2.
Yeah, no, we've been trying to get that guy for 2.5, 3 years.
I haven't been trying. I've been it's my fucking fantasy name. But I understand the route they went, it didn't work in terms of chasing down these free agent players, and then they got receiver number 4 style players. But they'll go to the draft. They'll get them weapons. I think now, to me, it's going to be find out who your OC is, DC, build for the staff, build staff up, then obviously go and get all the players, that kind of stuff, But fellas, we know this is going to be different. And this could be a chance that, Will Howard may be the guy. What do you guys think about that?
Go ahead, Shane.
I was just staying still to see if you guys would flinch. No, Will Howard, I think, has all the intangibles. I mean, he showed it in the Big 12 at Kansas State, and then he moved to a supposedly bigger, badder conference, the Big 10, and he won a natty with Ohio State. So he's a proven winner, and he's won, in a non-pro style offense. And then, Ohio State runs something a little more similar to the NFL. But shit. Time will tell, and I think Mike McCarthy won't hinder that development at all. So gives him the best chance to be successful, I think.
Okay, so out of all the Ohio State quarterbacks.
Oh, well, the last one. Okay,
shit. No, okay, but most of them coming out of there have been shit. Like,
yeah, shit.
What quarterback can you name, Shane? Because you're into the college stuff.
I don't know.
One
going to ask me a question.
Ohio State. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wasn't Stroud? Wasn't he Ohio State? Stroud?
Yeah,
CJ
Stroud.
Yeah.
But I think CJ Stroud sucked.
I think
in the playoffs he was terrible. Okay, Justin Fields.
Had a bad year.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. Like that's not a byproduct of quarterbacks coming out of that. So
No, but a good college quarterback does not translate to a good NFL quarterback. So you look at like Tom Brady. I mean, he was just in college, and he became a fantastic NFL quarterback. I don't know. Drake May is okay in college, but he's a good quarterback in the NFL. So, they're apples and oranges. Brian Leaf was a fantastic college quarterback, and he was horrible in the NFL.
Yeah,
he's the boss, right?
Carson Palmer.
So
list goes. There's more bad quarterbacks that were great in college. College is just a different animal.
Crossover. Yeah. So I mean, we got somebody, but I mean, what's the difference? And I always say this the last couple of weeks. What's the difference between him and Mendoza? They both won national championships. Mendoza's going number 1.
I think Mendoza's just intangibles. Like he's just he has a lot.
Or is it just a better story?
Better story. I think on paper, stats wise, other than you take the Heisman out of the picture and the way he won that natty and in the IU story with Indiana being such the Cinderella, you just look at them based on stats. Howard's a much better quarterback.
Okay, I like that. And I heard that he's just not as accurate, but we don't know. But when I saw him down at training camp, I like the
Mendoza had no big throws. Like he had a couple on fourth down that were good throws to the outside, but nothing really over the top that just lit someone up. I mean, he just he wasn't.
So Howard has a stronger arm than Mendoza. So Howard
I think
would be more of an intangible quarterback if he gets the opportunity under McCarthy with the Steelers.
That's what I think, but I might be wrong. Chat can correct me. But that's my observation.
The best thing I think what is in Will Howard's favor. He's had a year off. A year off to learn and do stuff, and then next minute he's not the rookie quarterback. He's second year guy. Sure, there's a lot of pressure, but there's so much pressure on this Mendoza kid coming to going to LA, going to the Vegas Raiders. Next minute he's going to throw picks or whatever it may be, and they fucking suck. The Raiders, I thought they were going to turn it around with Pete Carroll last year. I expected them to win the division. How fucking wrong was I? That I thought Pete Carroll getting there was going to be like leading a veteran guy. No, they were terrible. Just because Mendoza goes there, and I know nothing about him. All I know about is the track record of rookie quarterbacks. They put him in so fast, e.g. Sam Darnold. Put him in so quick. The Jets got killed him. They went team. Now he's going really well with Seahawks. I think what's in Will Howard's favor is that he's been behind there. Now he's got Mike McCarthy as a head coach who likes him, getting some guys in the team, development, that kind of stuff. We don't know what the direction right now is. They're leading towards Rodgers coming back for – that's the storyline. Does Rodgers come back for a year? He sits for another year, go and draft a quarterback? Or does the Steelers go and get Malik Willis or whoever? Or do they get –
I wouldn't want Willis because he's going to be too much money. I wouldn't want that. I mean, I'm sure Howard spending a year behind and soaking up the Steelers culture and stuff like that and learning behind Aaron Rodgers helped him out tremendously. So in training camp, look, and we see him get it. We didn't get to see him in the exhibition games because he got hurt. We didn't get to see him at all. Now, in exhibition, if something happens that can transpire, that's great too. And then work maybe Mason and him are vying for the number one quarterback position. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it all depends. But also too, it doesn't matter who's quarterback in this team. If you do not give them the offensive weapons and the offensive help that you need, it doesn't matter. And that has been proven this year with Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers would have been able to play the Aaron Rodgers way and have receivers, we wouldn't have been in all these predicaments. The Texan games could have been totally different, totally. And I believe if we'd have had the weapons, we could have been a major force in the AFC playoffs because our defense was up and it was like this, but also too, in the playoffs, you got to go point for point, and we didn't do that. And then when Metcalf didn't catch that ball, that was all she wrote. So,
and remember back to Howard again, when he was at, and correct me if I'm wrong, Afton, but he didn't make a lot of big throws over the top. If the play did break down, he has one of the longest runs of a quarterback in college that like 3 years ago at K-State. Like he was a guy that was known to break it around the corner and get that first down. He was a running quarterback. So you think with that him being a big kid, he wouldn't be able to be that mobile, but he is a pretty mobile quarterback.
You know what's interesting, Shano? Yeah. Even Mike McCarthy, because I'm trying to look at little hints. He talked about a dual quarterback, and that's a difference in this year, like in this new offense, right? Could Will Howard be a dual quarterback where he can have legs? Do you go that direction where you use him and not just Rodgers?
I think I have to look it up, but if I remember correctly, he's been hurt a few times.
Right.
So I would worry about the
guys.
Bug with him.
If we don't have a quarterback that can scramble, if you have a quarterback that scrambles, the defense is always worried about him running out of the pocket, making plays.
Yeah, that's just it. You play that. You play that contain, but if he gets around the contain, then you're screwed. So you have to really watch that. So I don't know. Afton had a pretty good report. Let me see what she have here. She said it was inconsistent. Yeah, inconsistent when the game breaks down. Limited throwing from multiple angles, relies on precise routes. Yeah, he was consistently throwing to guys based off the route they're running, like digs and hitches.
All right, fellas, I have a question for you. I have a one or the other.
Okay.
Would you rather have in his first year Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers back at the helm for one more year? That story. Fitting ending, possibly go all out to win the Super Bowl, whatever it may be, right? That's option A. Okay. Rodgers and McCarthy. Dreamline storyline. Or the next Dreamline storyline is McCarthy and Will Howard are the best buddies and he thinks he's the best, and that connection is going to be absolute dream, and they turn him from a sixth rounder into like, oh my goodness, this guy should have been a first rounder. What would you prefer in year one?
That's a hard question.
Very hard question.
Yeah.
First one. It's not hard.
Really?
Well, I think it is because what was the first one? Was Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers, go from the sunset. You have a chance to win a Super Bowl, playoff kind of run feeling. It's Rodgers and McCarthy again, that feeling. Well,
look, it's going to be McCarthy's offense, which Rodgers fucking thrived in and fucking knows all about it and won 2 MVPs with it. And what I'm saying is they got to give Aaron Rodgers all the weaponry, but also, too, I understand that Aaron Rodgers might be banged up and not start a game. Your number 2 is Will Howard. Will Howard can come in and play a couple of those games. Okay. we can get to the playoffs. The problem is we got to win the fucking playoffs.
So one or two, Bob. One or two. Which one? Rodgers storyline?
I'm taking Rodgers' storyline.
Wow.
As crazy as it sounds, because I'm always about the redemption story. Is about the redemption story. They didn't give him the fucking offense that he knows McCarthy's offense, and McCarthy's offense is going to be that offense, and if they I don't know what was the dynamics between him and Freiermuth. I still don't understand that, and I don't know why. Get him sign another receiver, draft another receiver. Will's number 2. Mason might go somewhere else. That's fine. They might draft another quarterback too, and later on they have a lot of picks. They still don't want Aaron. Nobody wanted fucking Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs if he was on, and the line fucking faltered, and they couldn't catch the balls, and the second half was destroyed. But I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the Aaron Rodgers one.
All right. I'm going to go the opposite way. And here's why. I think it would be fun to see Aaron Rodgers and, McCarthy come back for one more year and do that kind of thing. But that would almost go into my Yinzer mindset. It would be like, oh, same old, right? Try that last year, didn't work. How fun would it be, though, if Will Howard goes crazy in camp, does everything right, and he's the projected quarterback to be number 1. Say we draft a quarterback even in the draft, and he's still Will Howard's a guy. You hear reports about in training camp, Thrones nice, him and the connection with Mike McCarthy, and it's almost like unbelievable, right? He's our guy going week 1, and then everything pans out. He's throwing TDs, and everyone's behind him, Mike McCarthy and Will Howard. And the big reason why I say this is because then I could finally fucking say that Mike McCarthy had Mike Tomlin's players with fucking Will Howard. And I won't stop. That's Mike Tomlin's quarterback.
Every single one. It goes back. The only person that never had any fucking players was Chuck Noll. Chuck Noll didn't have shit. But also too, if the Will Howard situation, whatever happens, I'm okay with whatever one.
Why can't I hang on? Sorry.
That's okay.
Trying to bring up a photo here. I couldn't bring up the photo in time. But just picture him, picture Mike McCarthy next to Will Howard right there. All right. I think both storylines are fun, but
what does he look
I think that would be needs a beanie, doesn't he? Needs a
does
beanie.
Look like I don't know. Yeah, he needs a hat on, man. He needs to don't ever shave again, Mike McCarthy. Just get that rugged. Don't shave. You look like the guy from Gilligan's Island, the rich guy. You know what I mean? Don't shave. Get that yins. Keep the beard. Look gruff.
But don't you fellas think it'll be fun to see, when Big Ben was starting out, and it's fun to see a rookie or second year quarterback. It's his team and he's a starter. And look, I love the Aaron Rodgers storyline too, but I think that still would be fun as well if they can both win games.
Right now, any option that you said is okay. And just getting the players.
Same bloke. Wait, it is the same guy.
Yeah, but
it's real.
Oh, no. Well, I think McCarthy looks a little bit more Yinzerish. The other guy looks like he just, I don't know, doesn't drink enough beer. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the AI. We created a Pittsburgh Hank Hill, and it made that. It's very, very scary. Because that was Hank Steele with the weird photo on his chest. Freaks me out.
Yeah, that's the craziest
thing. Look at his fucking forehead. Looked like he just fucking headbutted a goddamn 2x4.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of allergic reaction.
Yeah.
It's odd.
I'm very excited. And I have a lot of negativity, and it's hard to be a Steeler fan with negativity around you everywhere you go. And they're like, "Oh, Bubba, you're Steelers." I don't own a goddamn team. You know what I mean? And I'm going to keep.
This way, Shane. Not the way. You're gonna rub his head. No. Oh, mine's different. No, I reckon if Pittsburgh was in fucking Australia, sunny Australia, you guys would be right. You'd be fucking cheering. You'd be
all right. Yeah.
You'd be right, mate.
I'm okay. I mean, now it's time to. We just got to wait and see. Mark, let me ask you a question.
I'm ready.
Who would you like to see as part of his staff, defensive coordinator, well, the Kangaroo or your Hank Steele guy, an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator? And no answers are wrong because we don't know.
Yeah, there's a right answer.
I don't really know who he has connections to be honest. OC and DC.
I don't know if there is a wrong or right answer, Shane. I mean,
well, since McCarthy is an offensive guy, I would put all my chips on defense. Get a defensive stud. If you have a little extra change to spare, change, sir.
Okay,
spend it on that position.
What about would you see any former Steelers that are coaches now in the NFL coming back? Could you see that?
No. The one I looked into was that bloke Randall L. He was for the Bears, right?
Ooh, but also too, he's the assistant. He's the assistant head coach to the Chicago Bears.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
There's a big problem. So I would say that might be an idea if they can get him. But it all depends now on what the connections are from McCarthy to whoever, right? And I don't fucking know who these I couldn't tell you who these now. Simmons and Graham. That sounds like a law firm to me.
Simmons and Graham, attorneys at law.
Yeah, and nothing against Simmons and Graham. Don't know who they are.
Oh God, puts jeans up.
Gene Simmons.
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw when I saw Simmons. I thought Gene Simmons.
Put jeans
Tom
up.
over DC. He's still on the roster.
Oh,
right?
Man.
Not really, but he is, but he isn't.
No,
I don't know. I'll be the way that I watch football is very similar to how I watched it back in the day. When you're a little kid, 12, 13, 14, you didn't know who the DC was. You had no idea who the DC was. And now
I kind of did, but I mean that's because I'm a little different of a kid. But in different leagues in the NFC, it was more in this playoffs was more offense. Now this championship in the AFC was more defense and the weather conditions, and also having a second string quarterback making his first start. I mean, come on, if Bo Nix was in that game, does the Patriots actually win? I mean,
what does
you don't have a number one quarterback?
What does Shane this question? What does what does a defensive pass coordinator do, Shane, for the Panthers? What do they do?
They take care of the cornerbacks, the secondary,
and see how much their offensive receivers
go
go
against the ball down. It's like go and press R1 and push swat the ball down.
Yeah,
Bud Carson was a good defense.
Or the cornerbacks are going to be pressing, or they're going to play man zone. Like that's what they do. They work on the coverage.
And they probably check out the quarterbacks and their offensive receivers on their secondary.
They try to help with the defensive coordinator develop a plan. Like, hey, listen, these guys will on third down 60% of the time they pass to the
I guarantee they're picking somebody this week. They're getting everybody this week probably.
It's going to happen very soon.
It's going to happen very soon. Offensively and defensively, Pat Meyer, the offensive line coach, is probably not going to be with the Steelers. Thank you for your service. I'm sure there's guys out there that are better offensively, and we need that testicular fortitude of toughness on the line. And
it's going to go quick. You'll find them getting like that. Steelers now hired OC this guy from that team. You go, who's that? And you start researching. Right. Next day, Steelers now hired this DC from this team. Who's that? Oh, by the way, him and Mike McCarthy played together and fucking whatever. He's going to choose his guys. Like the Simmons guy, I think he was on the same roster as the Packers. And Simmons as well. I saw a tweet out there. He was a former Steeler for 4 or 5 years back in the day in the 1990s.
What about? And I've been saying, what about they get Schwartz from Cleveland because Cleveland can't get a coach. They don't hire him, and he just is out there looking for a coordinator position. Jim Schwartz as a defensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Isn't he with the Browns still now?
He is, but they haven't made if nobody wants to be the coach of the Cleveland Browns, and your boy, what's his name there, is probably crying because nobody wants to coach that fucking cesspool.
Yeah, they keep denying it,
they don't want to, so they're not making Schwartz the head coach, which might be the case.
Not it.
But if they don't, and they let him go, that would be a great steal. And I said something about Dick LeBeau being an executive consultant to the defensive. Yeah, I would love that.
Okay, well, let's get Shane. What do you think then? Because I don't know these coaches. I might know their name, but I don't know where they're at. Well, who might
with me? I don't follow that. There's too much going on in my life with kids, work, and fucking college show.
I know, and there's a lot of stuff.
Masturbation schedule, and
you're gonna have time.
Wait, do you have a schedule? Oh, I thought you just.
Yeah, it's like, it's time now.
Where do I fit it in? What's yeah?
Oh, my timer's off. Okay.
It's on my sheet
7:40,
right
gotta
here. Right after nap time.
Yeah, I think that's why I found this stuff so crazy when everyone was getting all up and around about Chris Shula.
Yeah, I'm not that
You
vested
didn't
in
know
these
the fuck
guys.
who he was.
I know, and I always have to explain myself. I just wanted somebody to bring in a different, a different atmosphere and somebody younger because I was looking for the long haul. Now that's not the case. After this press conference, I'm okay. What him being very emotional is something that I truly respect. I mean, I think it was great. And he's got the perfect – who wouldn't want to be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers if you lived in Western Pennsylvania?
Amen.
Like,
the only thing he could have done better is jump up on that table and give Omar Khan a lap dance. That's the only thing that would have made me a little bit more emotional.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not a big Omar Khan guy. I was at one time, but he has lost me. And I just don't like how, unless he's got anxiety and he can't, like, look
I don't
at
think
the
he's
people.
a social butterfly.
I don't think he
that
is.
guy.
He's the money guy, but he's not the football guy.
He's a sweaty football nerd. He's not like an outgoing guy like we are.
Andy Weidel is the football guy. He's the money guy. And Andy's not going to be around because someone is going to pickpocket him off of our team.
But Omar Khan's a guy you talk about from now to April, then you forget about him.
I forgot about him right now. Well, he just said, McCarthy said, don't say nothing stupid. I thought it was good.
He's done a bit of a job. He's got some good draft picks over the last 3 or 4 years anyway. The last guy, Kevin Colbert, set him up for failure. We fucking pick it. That was a really
that was a bad pick, but also, too, Roman Wilson and Caleb Johnson, these two offensive things something has to explode on this because those two picks.
That's why we got McCarthy. There's something will happen. I don't know about Roman Wilson, but I have a high ceiling thing for Caleb Johnson. I think he ran well.
He likes the running game. McCarthy likes the running game, and we need to sign Gainwell. If we don't sign Gainwell, then it's going to be a little different pick in the draft. And there's a lot of stuff. In a West Coast offense, they always throw to the fucking running backs. Back then, it was the 49ers used to throw to the fullbacks out of the backfield.
Right. Yeah, that little delay. Yeah. That delay would eat people up.
I reckon they want someone. I don't know. I reckon that if they keep Warren, awesome. If Gainwell signs a contract, maybe they go in the draft, get another running back and stuff like that. But I do want to go through a bit of his press conference if I can see bits of this, right?
Okay, let's do it.
I want to get your guys' opinions on this. From the start, he says, oftentimes coaches and players put on new team colors. Took a moment to fill a minute. Sorry, because he was brought. What's Mercy Hospital? Was that where they wrap up him in a towel?
They probably they didn't have towels back when he was born.
Right. So you were put on the colors the day you were brought home from Mercy Hospital. That's like near around the corner, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I think they maybe he had a onesie that was black and gold. I don't know.
Back then they probably didn't have that.
I do want to bring this up again. This city, this franchise, this fan base means the world to me because Pittsburgh is my world. How good is that?
Dude, it brings chills. I mean, he said the right thing today because it's true. He wasn't bullshitting. It wasn't like he was like, I have to please the people of Steeler Nation. I was a Steeler fan growing up as a kid. I saw. Well, he didn't see the Immaculate Reception because it was blacked out, but he did say that in one of his interviews, and he didn't see it because it was blacked out. Because back then we couldn't. If I was,
you could listen to it.
You could listen to it, but you couldn't see it. You couldn't watch football games because it was blacked out because it couldn't sell out. So maybe he was but he heard it. I mean, he was listening to the Steelers football. I mean, if you go back before '69, the Steelers were the laughing stock in the fucking NFL. And during the Super Bowl era, the Steelers were something that during that 70s time and even in the 80s, because as I heard today, Chuck Noll left Cowher with a lot of guys too. And I forgot about he left them with Eric Green, Barry Foster, Craig Lloyd, Damani Dawson, a Hall of Fame center, Carnell Lake, Rod Woodson.
Yeah, one of the best ever.
So, I mean, so we got TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, we got Freiermuth, we got Metcalf, we got the Boswell.
Sign him up. Sign Boswell, a big deal.
Yeah, so I mean, I think everything in Steeler Nation, the way he talked, it was real. And today it was more real than I thought it ever would be. And yes, I'm a typical Yinzer. And yes, if we lose, I'm going to bitch because, yes, I want to see what he said, a championship, a Super Bowl, a fucking parade down Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Going out and getting all the merchandise when they are Super Bowl champions. You know, we just haven't won a playoff game, and it gives us a bad taste in our mouth. And that's what happened. Do I feel bad about Tomlin? Yeah, because Tomlin was a leader of men, and a lot of people come in here to play for him. And we just didn't succeed in the playoffs. And that's the problem. And that's going to be his lasting. People are going to remember those playoff games where we got our asses beat. And I don't know why we did, because we did have great teams. I just don't understand it.
You know, Bubba, the Pope was a leader of men, but I don't want him coaching the fucking Steelers.
I don't want the Pope. I don't want the Pope coaching anybody. I don't want no them goddamn Catholics are terrible.
Giving the blessing.
No, them Catholics are terrible. I'm Roman Catholic. They're terrible.
Me too.
But yeah, we're see how it goes.
I thought that'd be funny.
I want to bring up another photo. So I saw a few photos like on the Steelers website. Right, there's something really cool. Right?
I hope
this one is the last
one. That's a good picture.
Oh, look at these guys. Look at Joey
all
Porter.
the fellas. Yeah, you got Joey Porter there.
You got Highsmith.
I don't know the guy. Who's the guy on the second next to Joey Porter? I don't know who he is. And you got Dan Rooney. That's Art Rooney's son. Alex Highsmith. Big McCarthy. That's Mel Blunt, right?
Mel Blunt,
with the cowboy hat.
Omar Khan looks about 4 foot tall. Joey Porter Jr. and Ryan Shazier.
Yeah.
What piqued my interest was,
yeah,
and you fellas may or may not know, what is happening with Ryan Shazier in the organization? Is he doing something?
He has a leadership role. He has a role in there in the office. I don't know what he does.
They probably keep him employed because of the tragic situation that happened to him.
Yeah, but what's he doing though? Like, he's doing something.
Maybe just
football operation.
Maybe an ambassador to the Steelers Nation, and stuff like that, and working with charities, which would be great.
You don't think he's coaching?
I don't know if he is coaching. I don't know. And that's another thing that happened during that 2017 when he went out, we didn't have anybody. And that defense, that's why good old Jacksonville's probably scored a lot. Maybe he is an offensive assistant.
It says here he's working close with Eddie Faulkner and teams coordinator Danny Smith. So he's coaching somehow, some way.
Eddie Faulkner's the running back coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's not talked about it enough. We don't hear about him being talked about. Right.
Does he still be part of the staff? I mean, this is McCarthy's staff. He gets to pick whoever he wants.
Yeah, but I think he's that Pittsburgh guy, right? Like Shazier would have been
assistant. Yeah,
he would have been all pro.
Yeah,
he would have been all pro like an all time.
Oh, he would have been. Yeah. And if we would have had Shazier with the speed on that defense, that's what happened. We couldn't get anybody to cover anybody, and that's what happened to Jacksonville. Just.
Yeah, you know Shazier would have won that game. You might have another Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah. If we had Shazier, because the defense went to shit when Shazier went out, and that was bad. And we had the offense.
He was so fast. He was so fast moving around the line of scrimmage. It was insane. But I just like the fact that he's there with the team, and like those blokes in that photo, are all Steelers, right? I just can't remember who the other guy is. I don't know who the other guy on the right hand side, left hand side is. But yeah, I'm not too sure the guy on the left hand side. I can't remember his name. But Dan Rooney's there, Art Rooney's there, Highsmith, they've chosen to play for a reason.
Dan's a big dude. Dan needs to be part of this organization, and Art needs to, if he doesn't, maybe at the end of this year.
Maybe 5 years, because
I don't know about
6 or 7.
I don't know about 5. I would say, how about working towards next year? Because I know Art had his kid on the team for picking the coach. Dan's going to have a viable role in this organization now, because they're going to get him acclimated to being, the man. And that's just the way he is,
I'm just trying to find out what actually did the Shazier. I can't remember. It's something to do with this system, right?
Faulkner was the running back coach, so he must have did something with but we only have like 19. We are the lowest amount of assistant coaches in the NFL, and they need to jack that up to like maybe 23 or 22 or something. We are like the Dollar General. I don't know
why you need all those coaches. It seems a little,
because I think there's just different areas. You got a tight end. I mean, you got an offensive line coach. You got an offensive OC. You got a OC. You got an offensive line coach. You got a running back coach. You got a tight end coach. You got a receivers coach. That's 5. Okay, you got a special teams coach. That you need more than maybe one coach because you got a
strength coach, probably
strength coach.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know
number
who the guy
7.
is.
Defensive coordinator. Defensive
smoothie
line,
guy.
Smoothie
Hey,
guy.
did you
Inside
see-
linebacker.
On this same tangent here, I watched a video. You guys need to look it up in the chat, or Mark, Bubba, if you've seen it.
Mhm.
They go through what they feed these guys, like when they check into a hotel or get on a plane, like before, after, during the game, before they get on a plane. Like they have, those banquet rooms in big hotels, they're pretty damn big. It literally has tables of food, wraps, salads, steak tips, chicken, yogurt. I mean, they have all this stuff, and these guys go through and they get whatever they want. I mean, it looks better than a cruise ship.
Oh man, to be an NFL Steeler football player, you're eating good, man.
Crazy, but
You're eating
anyways.
good.
Wouldn't they
I
have
mean-
like dietitian teams like that work around the clock?
Right,
to
right.
feed them
Everything is like, if you want egg white omelets, they'll make omelets for you. They have
Yeah.
like an omelet bar. It's fantastic.
Well, I mean, remember Alan Faneca, 6 to 7,000 calories a day,
Yeah.
and then when he quit playing football, he's like skinnier than me, or he's about like Mark skinny.
Yeah.
Like he's
They've
skinny.
got, on their training staff, they got 5 athletic trainers. 1, 2, 3, 6. So I don't know
6?
about dietitians and that.
Yeah,
they
that
got
makes
one,
sense.
that's not coaches though. So
one lady called Kayla Martin, nutrition and dietitian. But I'm sure she has a team behind her. as well.
hey, you got a chef, you got a Steelers chef cooking stuff. Oh man,
Yeah.
you're eating
No, guys,
good.
look up the trading table for NFL teams, and it shows you
I
like
look up
all the
Steelers
food that
coach.
they have lined out. And
Oh, dude,
It's-
they're not eating pizza. Like,
They're not eating pizza.
they're not eating pizza and wings. I mean, the pizza's probably like grained in, like
yeah, I'm trying to look this
dough
up.
that's awesome. They're not eating fucking blizzards. They're not eating hamburgers or like Dairy Queen burgers. They're eating good shit. Chicken.
Wait. I looked it up. This is the first thing I got. No lie. Do you mean this table, Shayna? Hang on. You mean for the
no.
players sit
Oh,
down
no.
and eat their meals, son?
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Well, that's what
That's
costs
what I
big
found.
money.
That's the first one I got on my Google.
That's big
Man,
money. There.
there's no
That's-
way like
that
this-
is- That table right there ain't even hold me. I'm flipping it over, and all the food's gonna be landed on me.
Yeah, Big Troy Falatana would not be able to sit down there.
There's no way. He would have to
No.
sit on the top and it'd flip over and crack in half.
I can only, and that's why I think too. Like this is the whole thing for if the Steelers win the Super Bowl at the same time the cafeteria wins one too, right? I would feel that way.
Yeah, the
Follow
whole,
the
like,
head
the whole
chef,
staff
have fun
gets
feeding them.
everybody. That nutritionist gets a ring.
Do you
Everybody
think so?
gets a ring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
everybody
should.
and the staff gets a ring.
Or part
Now,
of it.
even the front office guys, they get a different ring, but they get a Super Bowl ring.
Okay, Steelers
Well, it's
use
a team.
nutrition from
It's a
UP
team.
and
It's a team oriented thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why it's fun.
He's the only coach. I went to Steelers.com looking at coaches. That's it. That's all. Mike McCarthy. That's it. That's all they got. McCarthy's the only coach they got in Steelers.com right now.
I'm trying to find all the staff. It wouldn't show Mike Tomlin's already gone. So
No,
thanks,
they
Mike.
just put Mike McCarthy. That's it. That's all they got. That's
Is
their
it
only
really?
coach. That's it. That's all they got.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they
Steelers at West says you think Steelers Russ coaching search. Look at Buffalo. Who Buffalo hire? Who they hired today? they got?
Tom
Brady.
Brady's brother. Tom Brady's brother.
Is it really his brother, Joe Brady?
No.
He's joshing you.
Now
Okay.
they have a quarterback coach named Steelers do have Tom Arth, ARTH. I don't know if they'll keep him, but he's on the Steelers, and that's it. That's all I got. They don't. There's not a lot of information on.
Big change, fellas. A huge change.
Yeah, I'm
That's
okay
good.
with it. I'm okay
It's
with
been
it.
a fun show. I mean, I'll tell you, I was worried about how much, what are we going to talk about? Mike McCarthy. And then what? Well,
Shane, there's so much to talk about, Shane.
So many activities.
Shane, there's so much to talk about.
Watch this.
Whoa.
He's disappeared.
But also, we can talk about Mike McCarthy again if you guys want to, because he's the head coach in the news.
The McCarthy era.
That's what it is. This is the new Mike McCarthy show.
It's like Joe McCarthy in the 1950s. Censorship. Now it's Mike McCarthy, and it's pierogies and championships for everybody.
Yeah, pierogies for all. You get pierogies. You get.
If he would have went up there and ate a pierogi fucking sandwich and cracked an Iron City beer, and he's like, "I'm going to get you guys. We're getting to the playoffs, guys, and we're going to win, and we're going to be in a Super Bowl, and we're going to take these terrible towels, and we're going to wipe the fucking tears off of every AFC team that we face because we're the Pittsburgh Steelers." Oh, dude, that'll be awesome. That would be great.
Then we'd be all checked in.
Oh,
no, I think it was a good press conference because he showed his true emotions. He's like so happy to be part of the team.
Yep.
And the reason why the Rooney chose him is because his record and his veteran leadership, and he just overall he's done head coaching before. So it looked like the Steelers didn't want to go down the route just yet of a brand new head coach like they had previously, and maybe the roster's not ready for it.
He's an NFL coach. He's an NFL coach who lived and born in Western Pennsylvania, and now his dream of becoming, because he dreamt of becoming a Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. You figured, he goes, "Oh my God, I want to be a coach in this organization so bad. I want to, you know what?" And at the age of 62, it took him a long way to get to where he needed to go. So he went through 7 valleys to get to grandmother's house, but now he's at grandmother's house. So, I mean, it's a great story it's the second time. I mean, look, Cowher, him. I mean, this is the first time that the Steelers actually got a coach who actually has a pedigree. It's a different formula that they're used to in my lifetime, in Shane's lifetime, and in your lifetime, Mark. Usually they go for younger defensive coordinators. They didn't. They did a different approach because maybe those other guys weren't as good as we thought they were. And the Steelers went with a sure thing. And his offense, I mean, he's going to be wanting to I think that this offense could be just got to get the right people at the right spots. I'm excited for that.
To close out the show, I have a question for each one of you.
Ready, go.
Way too early. What's the record for next year with Mike McCarthy at the helm? Mark, you're first. It's your show.
Way too early. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll probably say Yinzers won't like this, but 10-7.
Okay, Bubba.
Let me hear yours first.
I agree with Mark. He's spot on. 10 wins.
Dad, I'm going to go 11, maybe 12.
Really? Okay.
Well,
right.
It's not a rebuild. It's a reboot.
I'm going to go back one. From right now, if it's way too early, I'm going to go they win 8 games at the moment.
That's the realistic part?
Well, right now, today, 8 games. You know why? Because we haven't seen any. We don't know what's happening.
That's why it's way too early. This is like holy shit.
Okay, so without a quarterback, we don't have a quarterback. I'll go 6 games. I'll go 6 without a quarterback. Once we get a quarterback,
less than 10, 20-0, 17-0, 11-6.
See,
I think 11. I think 11.
You know what? Okay, this is we'll end the show on this. This is actually a really good fucking question. How long until McCarthy gets a sandwich named after him in the Berg?
Sunday.
Oh, 3 months.
Sunday.
Yeah. What, coming up now? Like,
this Sunday, you're going to start off quick. It's going to be the McCarthy. It's going to be a triple hamburger with bacon slices in between, with pepper jack in between, with jalapeno peppers because you want spiciness, and you're going to douse it off with Heinz ketchup. That's what McCarthy.
What do they call the McCarthy sandwich? I wouldn't mind that, to be honest.
McCarthy. I think it's going to be 2 slices of grilled chicken with bacon, lettuce, tomato, and a nice smoky mayonnaise, like a special sauce. Ooh. And then on a Italian roll.
I like Bubba's version. Two bits of like what? So, like meat, like sausage meat.
Right, three hamburgers. You got a hamburger. You got bacon. You got well because he's a big guy, and you got pepper jack, and then you got the jalapenos, like maybe 3 jalapenos. Another hamburger, another pepper jack, another bacon, 3 more jalapenos. Second level, third level, hamburger, bacon, pepper jack, and you got a little bit of ketchup on that. And you douse it, and you put it on top. Before you put the bun, you put one big, huge onion ring on top.
Yeah, Mac Jr. That's a good idea.
And then, yeah.
That's
and then you have ketchup, Heinz ketchup.
The Mac, what are they allowed to do a Mac Jr. because McDonald's will probably sue the company, sue the restaurant, right?
Well, it's not a Big Mac. McCarthy. You can have a Mac. You can have a McCarthy.
McCarthy.
BG Mac Jr. Yeah.
Somebody's going to steal our ideas, and then they're going to fucking make a fortune.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of terrible tampons for sale, so I know you're out there just selling my shit. Don't be shoving it up anywhere it doesn't belong.
Oh gosh.
Now you don't wave them. You don't wave them after, do you?
Well, you pull them out and you wave them in the red zone.
Yeah.
When you get to red zone.
Heinz ketchup bottles come down.
Things out, wave them.
This is where this show goes, and these two fellas.
You stay the fuck away from that section. Don't even go down there. They're all
special passes. In that section. Hey, training camp's going to be good. I'm telling you, this is going to be exciting. Training camp's going to be good.
Now, one last question because we're almost out of here. Will you fellas go and watch some like Mike McCarthy's highlights and coaching tapes, stuff like that, or games?
No, because I never watched his press conference until today. Even though when he was in the Super Bowl, I didn't, because he wasn't a Steeler. So during the Super Bowl, I didn't get into it that much because at that time, cell phones, YouTube nothing was like it is now. So, I like what he had to say. Yay. He's gonna he's gonna have a beard by October when it gets cold out. He's gonna be a big burly guy. He's gonna be like Paul Bunyan. He's gonna be like the guy from the Christmas movies, with the big giant axe. So
it's I hate to refer to the Pope twice in a segment, but it's like the Pope. Who cares about what he did as a priest? Now he's the Pope. I don't give a shit what he did before he was a Pittsburgh Steeler. I'm not going to watch it. I'm just concerned about what he's done after that press conference. That's interesting.
He's already working. Me too. Me and Shane talked about it. We went live boom. As soon as 30 seconds of black screen, I was going live. I'm very excited, and he's probably working right now. He's already in his office. He's already there. He's already making calls. He's already working because that's the kind of guy he is. Because I didn't even know he was on the Pat McAfee show. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, last year.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like, I don't watch it too much anymore. But
also Pat McAfee defended him too. I think
he did. Everybody did. Everybody did except for certain people in the media. And even myself, I was unhappy because I wanted to see more of the hiring process, and I thought it was too soon. Yeah. And I thought they would have hired somebody Monday or Tuesday. If they would have hired McCarthy Monday or Tuesday after the debacle of the Chris Shula fucking Rams, I'd have been more okay with that. And that's all, because that whole Rams team fucking shit the bed now, and now his fucking.
That could be their last chance too with Matt Stafford. He might not be coming back. I don't know if he comes back.
It doesn't matter because this Super Bowl that we talked about it. I don't hate New England as much as I used to because it's not Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, not the Hall of Fame coach. But I do like Mike Vrabel. I do like him as I like him.
They can't win 7 though, Bubba. Can they? You don't want to win 7.
But here's my analogy on this. If the Patriots do win and get 7, us Steeler fans cannot be like, hey, we're this and that. We have to fucking fight for our right for 7 and then go for 8. And then we got to win 2. And then we go back to the high ground of being the totally dominating organization in the NFL. But if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you ain't got, it doesn't matter who wins. The Cleveland Browns never fucking won anything, so please shut up. There you go. And Cincinnati, shut up. Until the Ravens get something like us, they can shut up too. Our whole division can shut up. So
and Bubba, you say the man from down under is Mr. Optimism. That's just sunshine coming up everybody's ass right there, baby. Like, don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry. Yeah. It's gonna be all right.
I'm Kevin. It'll be okay. Everybody is. Everybody's running over me.
I just love the last week and a bit has been a crazy emotional roller coaster.
My emotion was Saturday Saturday I'm listening to Mark's show and he's going, guys, this and that. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, I'm going to get fired from my job because I'm listening to him in the hallway. And everybody was like, no. And I'm bitching in the hallway. I'm like, I can't believe they got McCarthy. They didn't fucking wait. They fucking hurried it up. I go, Jesus Christ, it's Saturday. They didn't even wait for the championship games to be done. And now when I heard his speech today, I'm all in. I'm serious. But where was TJ Watt today?
Probably with his baby.
Okay, I'm just asking. Hey, if TJ Watt gets 15 sacks, if Watt get, there's not been a lot of response of Steeler players. I haven't seen it yet on Twitter.
Not yet.
They were like, welcome to Pittsburgh. I haven't seen that yet. I'm not on Twitter that much.
Do they have to though? Do they welcome?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be like giving somebody warm. I'd be like, hey, coach, welcome to Pitts. Welcome. I'm going to give you 150%. Welcome.
What's more worrying to me was I don't care too much, but like the John Harbaugh you didn't see any Ravens players say goodbye to Harbaugh. A lot of players say goodbye to Tomlin, right? No one's a goodbye to Harbaugh, I don't think.
Different.
Yeah. And they've got their new coach.
Our balls, the Ravens locker room was a celebration. The Steelers locker room, when Tomlin fucking said he was going, was like a funeral. Two different. Tomlin was well liked by the players in Pittsburgh. People came in from other teams to play for Mike Tomlin. Nobody can deny that. It's just that these if he would have won a couple playoff games, nobody would even be talking about his playoff record. And it's a shame.
Played with other people's players.
Here's a question for you, because I think this has been like this to me wasn't they just knew he was. I think they've been talking about him maybe in their minds for a while. Do you think Mike Tomlin and Mike McCarthy had a discussion and said, "I'm leaving. You can have my job"? Maybe.
I think something was in the works. You know what? You know who said that? My wife said that today when she watched it with me. She goes, "I believe something was in the works with Aaron Rodgers helping this deal go through a little bit and co-facilitating something, because something just seems, as you can read people, like I said, Omar Khan, I'm telling you, something was already in the works." And
you think Mike Tomlin's like stepped away so Mike McCarthy could get the job?
I think that the way they handled the hiring process and not interviewing a lot of people, they didn't bring
only 3 people.
Yeah, that's they already won it. I think they already had McCarthy already as number one.
That's what I'm saying.
They went to Flores and the dude from Miami to cover the Rooney Rule.
Correct.
And I think that's what they did. And I know that Tomlin wanted a break, but also to make 20 years, but also he probably thought this could have been the year with Rodgers and everything and the historic.
There's no way it's only been the last 2 weeks they thought about him being head coach, right? It's probably been the last 4 or 5 months, right?
This probably could have been in the works. This could have been in the works. But McCarthy had some interviews with some other teams, so I found that out. So that's true too. And man, it's just maybe they just wanted to give this baton to a Steeler home guy, to a homer, and see. And hopefully, I mean, look, the Yinzers, they turned on Cowher too. They turned on Chuck Noll. They turned on everybody.
Yeah, he'll win games. If he wins games, they'll love him.
Yeah.
They'll actually love him. If he wins a playoff game, oh boy, they'll love him even more.
Yep.
All right, fellas, let's get out of here. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Bubba.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Shane.
A lot of people here on the Steelers Dynasty podcast. A lot of people here on Steeler Nation Australia. I tried putting it on Facebook today as well, but I didn't notify anyone, so we'll see how that goes on Steeler Nation Australia on Facebook. So good time. Thanks everyone in the chat. This is the thing we'll be talking about pretty much until the draft. I didn't do my little draft thing I was going to make up, so I hope to get ready by next week. But we are doing a draft party where
Ben Franklin Tap Room.
Ben Franklin Tap Room. Yeah.
Ben Franklin.
The whole weekend.
A Lombardi trophy saved is a Lombardi trophy owned. That's what Ben Franklin said in 1776 in Continental Congress. He said it. I heard it. He had his terrible towel and he waved it in Philadelphia.
In what?
1776.
1776. He waved the terrible towel. Him and George Washington were big Steeler fans.
The first Yinzers out there, were they?
I don't know.
Thank you, Mean Green.
Thank you.
Steelers Dynasty the best pot. There you go, fellas.
Well,
you guys had a great show today too. And fantastic
We've been
show.
with the McCarthy show Saturday was the whatever over 1,000 views. And that's the first time we hit over 1,000. I mean, I don't know what we're doing right, and we're going to keep doing it. And with you, we're combining it. We're like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. These are mega power podcasts. We're good. I can't wait for the draft, man. It's going to be so exciting now.
Yeah,
I think the Steelers are going to be cheering now. You're not going to be hearing Steeler boos. You're going to be hearing fucking Steeler cheers. I think when he won everybody over in his press conference is going to show the dynamics of this draft coming to Pittsburgh, and every hotel between 100 miles any other way is going to be booked, and it's going to be something Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm ready. I'm so fucking ready for this fucking podcasting show. This is going to be the biggest thing that we've ever done, ever. It's going to be huge. Huge. Well, someone calling. See, that's how huge it is.
Who's that?
Uh-oh. It's Mike McCarthy.
I just answered Pepper. You're going to be with Mark in the 4th bedroom.
Oh, there we go.
How many bedrooms you got, Shane, in your place? 28?
4.
There you go. Yeah, I got to figure out some stuff for this trip A. It's coming so soon.
You make the logo. I'm thinking about t-shirts with the poster on it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? And then
like the draft and like our thing goes on there and stuff.
Yeah. When you make up the poster, we'll look at getting some shirts made, and then we'll just give them out, and then we'll get some koozies, with our logo and your logo on the koozie. You know what I mean? And then just give them out for some prizes. And then I was thinking about, I don't know about towels, but maybe I can't do a terrible towel, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm looking at hats too. It's coming before you know it. So I want to get some merchandise out, you know what I mean? Just for the draft and stuff. Yeah. And that'll be great.
That's what I want to do. I want to do it like this. I want to make it like,
yeah, that's fine.
Like that down the bottom with our names down the bottom.
Yeah.
I'll do something like that. And with the
just let me know.
What'd you call it? The Benjamin Franklins. All right. Fellas, let's get out of here. Mike McCarthy is a super Steelers head coach or the Pittsburgh
My Uncle
Steelers.
Mike.
Yes.
My Uncle Mike. That's my Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike is in.
And I wish him all luck.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, let's get out of here. So thank you for hanging out with HDU and Steelers on the podcast tonight. Like and subscribe to us. And you guys going live tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm thinking about going live every day. I don't know. No, I don't know. I have other shows. Shane's got other shows. We got marriage life. My wife will divorce me. So
that'd be funny.
More time for shows then, Baba.
Yeah, lots of time.
Yeah.
She was yelling. Tammy was yelling at me because I had the Steelers Franco football life on downstairs. I was watching it. You could hear it up in the living room. She's like, "Oh my God, is that so loud?" And even a kid left her bedroom because it was so loud. I go, "Hey Tammy, when it's Steelers football, I got to hear it."
Nah, it's gonna get fun. I'm going tomorrow night to. I think I'm doing a fucking round table tomorrow.
Oh, fuck those fucking assholes! Fuck them guys, fucking guys. You telling me? How about you do a show and fucking some news is going around? You know what I mean? You don't do a show, fucking our coach fucking leaves us, and we get a new coach. You guys.
I think it's guys.
Fuck them guys.
They're still paying me for now, so
pay them. Take their money. Tell them you want a fucking raise because your organization is better than all three of theirs. So that's what you want.
All righty, let's get out of here. Shane, Bubba, thanks guys. All right. And I'll see you guys later. Left the light on. See you later. Bye.